right, number 5. Value Rent-A-Car rents luxury cars at a daily rate of $37.54 plus 4 cents per mile. A business person is allowed at $110 for a rental car each day. How many miles can the business person travel on the $110? Okay, so we're going to just write an equation to represent this scenario. So I'm just going to say C, the cost for renting the car, equals the 4 cents per mile. So I'm going to say 0.04, as in money terms, 0.04 times M. M is going to represent the number of miles. So 0.4 cents per mile plus the flat rate of $37.54. Okay, so it costs you $37.54 just to get the car, and every mile costs you 4 cents. Now, if we can use $110, so we're going to replace C. The cost is $110. That's all we can spend. We're going to be able to figure out how many miles we can go. 0.04 times M plus 37.54. All right, so we're going to subtract 37.54 from both sides. All right, that goes to 0. And this is going to be equal 0.04 M. And let's just say we're going to borrow 1. So this becomes 109. And then that's going to be 100 cents. Okay. So 100 take away 54 gives us 46 cents. And then 9 take away 7 is 2. And then we have 10 take away 3 is going to give us 7. So if we divide now by 0.04, this will give us the number of miles. Alright, so just to speed up the process, we're going to pull up this little basic calculator, and we'll just go ahead and check what we've already done. And then, so what I'm going to do is 110 minus 37.54, 110 minus 37.54, verify that we get 72.46, and then we're going to divide that by 0.04. Alright, so that tells us that we can drive 1,811.5 miles, 11.5 miles. Now, I don't believe we want to round, type in integer or decimal. It doesn't say. So 1811.5. All right, number 6. This problem says Mariana averaged 71 on her first 3 history exams. The first score was 73. The second score was 6 less than the third score. What did she score on the second and third exams? Okay, so since we have been given average, we know that average adds up all the terms and divide by how many you have. Okay, so we're going to just say x1 for exam 1 plus x2 for exam 2 plus x3. All these 3 grades divided by 3 equals 71. We already have that information. Alright, we were given the first score, so I'm just going to kind of keep track of this over to the side. X1 equals 73. Alright, then it says the second score, so I'm going to say X2, was 6 less, so something minus 6 was 6 less than the third score. So this is 6 less than X3. Alright, so I can substitute X2 in terms of X3. Alright, and then we want to know what did she score on the second and third exams. So what we're going to do is substitute now. Right here, X1, I'm going to put 73 plus X2. I do not know why I have this for X2. it's going to be x3 minus 6, and then x3 is just itself, plus x3 divided by 3 equals 71. Alright, so what we're going to do is get rid of this fraction. So we're going to multiply by 3. Both sides. Multiply this also by 3. Reason why we're multiplying by 3 is to get rid of division by 3. So multiplying by 3, we'll get rid of that. And then I'm going to go ahead and combine the 73 minus 6. That will give us 67. And then we have this x3 and that x3. So we'll say plus 2 times x3, because we got that grade twice now. And then 3 times 71 is 3 times 70 is 210, so 213. Right, from here we will subtract 67 from both sides. This goes to 0, bring down 2 times x3, the third grade. This equals, so 13 minus 7 will give us 6, and then 20 take away 6 will give us 14, 146. Alright, lastly we will divide by 2. Divide by 2. And then we get the third score equals 73 as well. So 73, and if we do right here to figure out x2, 73 minus 6, so x2 equals 67. And if we want to check, we can add these 3 scores and divide by 3 and verify that we get 71. So let's do that. Upside down. Alright, so I'm going to clear out what I have. We're going to do 73 plus 73 plus 67 divided by 3 gives us 71. Okay, so it looks good. So on the second and third exams, the second exam we got is 67, and the third exam we have is 73.